What we're going to do today is I'm going to show you a quick fix on how to fix a drywall hole. If you have a hole in your wall and you need a quick fix and you happen to have an extra piece of drywall um, laying around, I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So, okay, the things we're going to use to fix this hole is a knife, so you can score the hole. Some putty knife, spackle, if you will, something to mark around the hole that's a little bit bigger than that hole, a pen, some safety glasses, gloves, extra pieces of drywall, and some joint compound, and that's what you're going to use. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your pen or your construction pencil. In my case, I use a pen. And I've already done it, but what I did was I held this sheet, this thing up to the hole, and I traced it. I traced it with the pen. So just a little bit bigger than what the hole is. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to score that along the perimeter with the knife so that you can remove it. Alright, so I'm gonna put this on pause for a second and I'm gonna score mine and remove it. I'm actually just gonna score it so you can see. Do this instead. Okay, so as you can see, I scored this thing, and just so you can see, I scored it pretty deep, so it should have like no problem with me just knocking it out there. Yeah, it's scored pretty deep. So you're gonna carefully take it out. Me, I scored mine deep, so I'm just gonna knock at it. Which is not the right way you want to do it, but see, it just cuts on the line. Alright. Remove the excess. Don't let it fall behind the wall like mine is. You know. Remove the excess. Let me remove mine, and I'm gonna pause the video and take this out. I'm gonna show you what to do next. Alright, as you can see, I've completely removed. Now we have the drywall. I did a little sloppy job, but that's not going to matter because that's going to be joint compounded over, and you'll see what I'm going to do to cover that up anyway. But okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to our piece of drywall, our extra piece of drywall that we have, and obviously you can't fit that in there, so you're going to cut it out. So what you're going to do is you are going to take that same piece of paper that you used, and you're going to trace it out. But this is the face of the drywall. You want to flip the drywall over so that you're on the back side of it, the side that goes to the back of the wall. This is the face side. You know, I'm doing this remedial way so everybody, even a girl, could do it. And this is the back side. So you're going to take and you're going to trace, and I'll tell you what to do after that. Alright, you're going to trace this square, and then you're going to trace a square that's slightly bigger than it. Alright, like slightly bigger, like, you know, so you have plenty of access. I'll show you what to do. Let me put my camera on pause and do it, because I don't have a tripod. Alright, so here we are. As you can see, I'll trace two squares out. I went like this, and I traced that out, and then I got like a straight object, anything. I use a piece of quarter round, and I put it up here, made a line, there, made a line, made a line. You can use a ruler, anything, made a line, and then you got a square inside of a square. Now this is what we need inside of that spot. So what you're going to do is you're going to score both lines. You're going to cut this drywall. For those of you who don't know how to cut drywall, let me show you how to cut drywall. Let me see if I can find a stand real fast. Give me a second. Alright, when you cut drywall, you just make a line on the line you want to cut. You measure, you make a line on the line that you want to cut, and this thing just snaps. It snaps on your line. So hold it down, and you literally just hit it. See how that just snapped in half? And now you just take this knife, go on the inside. I can't like really hold it good because I don't have a holder or whatever. You go on the inside of this and you cut along that perforation. Like on this inside, you just cut along here. I'm holding this with my hand. Cut along on this line right here, and you make a fine cut. Now I'm going to show you how to do this. Okay, so you're going to score all of these lines. Snap these. Okay, let me do it first. I'm going to show you what I did. Let me pause it. Alright, I wish you guys could see how fast I did that. That literally took no time to do. This literally is a really fast way to close up that hole. So what I did, here's the access drywall pieces of the little square right on the floor for right now. So what I did was, the first big square is out. You know, the sides of the big square is out. So you're going to score this one, but you're going to do this differently. Alright, you're not going to, you're going to score it this way all the way down, 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 right? Then you're going to snap all 4 edges, but don't cut it, because we're going to need this paper right here, this extra access paper. I'm going to show you what I mean, and I'm going to try to I'm going to score all 4 sides, and I'm going to start rolling again so you guys can see. Hold on, let me pause it again. Sorry that I can't show you what I'm doing, but basically what I'm doing, I'm taking this knife, and I'm starting from right here, and I'm tracing this line right on the line all the way down to the edge. Over here, the lighting is messed up. This line all the way on the line, all the way to the edge, right? And all 4 sides, snap it, snap, snap, snap on the line, and then we're gonna peel it off. We're gonna peel it off, and we're gonna make sure that this stays on. Alright, I'll show you. Hold on. Alright, so I just got the camera propped up here so you can kind of see what I'm doing. I'm working from the camera right here. So, alright, so this is the little square we scored now. This is the good side, right? And this is the side that we don't need. So we're literally going to snap this. Snap, 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 right? And snap. Alright, so we got all 4 sides snapped, right? So now we start peeling. So we snap this a little bit more, and we peel it off. Alright, so we want to try to keep this. See what I'm saying? We're keeping the edge. We're keeping the paper, rather. You see where we're going with this now, right? We're keeping the edge. See that? The good paper's still on there. And it's okay if you don't do it perfect, you know, because the joint compound will take care of the rest. But you want to try to get it as perfect as possible. Alright? Peel all the edges off. Now, look what we got. Alright? See what we got? Now let's see if that fits. You might have to do a little tiny bit of altercation. There's a hole right there. Try to get it to fit in there. If it's too big, you might want to shave off just a little bit. In this case, or you can just pound it in there. In this case, it's a little tiny bit too big, so you just shave a little bit off. But you basically get the idea. Hold on. So what you're gonna do right now is if yours fits, you're gonna take some joint compound, put it along the edges, right? Matter of fact, let me fix mine so I can do it with you guys. I wish mine would have fit. Fumble. Bye. Actually, it did fit. I just had to knock it in there. Knock it in there a little bit. Knocked it in there a little too far, but that's okay. So I got that in there, and I skipped a step. I didn't put these layer of joint compound on here, but I'm about to now. So as you can see, we're halfway there. I made a little hole in here by accident. That's not gonna matter. You know what I mean? Hold on, let me get my joint compound pail open and start this process. Alright, so I put some joint compound. My joint compound is old. It's like freaking hard, almost hard as hell. But anyway, you gotta use what you got sometimes. So I put joint compound around here kind of generously, just so you want to do that so the paper can stick. Alright, now get a little bit more. See how bad that joint compound is? Get a little bit more and just start going over it. You know? Start going over it. Take off this excess right here. That's not going to be good. And now you get the idea. Get the idea. Keep on going over it. couple of coats and there'll be like nothing there. Better than going to Home Depot and buying a kit if you got some extra drywall just laying around, you know what I mean? So let me spackle this all up and then I'll get back to you and show you what mine looks like. Generously put on there. That's a horrible joint coming down. But put a little muscle in there and it'll be fine. Let me pause the camera, I'll be right back. Pretty good, huh? No hole. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna let this dry. It's not perfect. You're gonna let it dry. I don't know, however long it takes it to dry. And then you're gonna come back and put on another coat, smooth it out some more. And you might even want to put on a third coat, smooth it out some more. Then you're gonna get which I don't have right now to show you. It's a drywall like sander thing, and you're gonna sand the wall to make it smooth and all even. Then you paint over it, and boom, that is how you fix a wall with some leftover drywall that you have. You fix a hole in a wall. Alright, I don't do this for a living, so any of you guys should be able to do it. It's mad easy, cost effective, and literally it only took me about, while I was pausing the video and all this, maybe like not even 20 minutes to do it, to make this video. So you can do it faster. Just watch the video a few times and you got it down pat. Once you get the cut concept down and push that piece of drywall in there. I didn't wear my gloves, but it's okay because the stuff washes off. Wash it off real fast. And that's it. Alright, hope you learned something. Learn how to fix a hole in a wall. If you got crazy kids, or you know, if you accidentally swung a broom into the wall or some crap like that. But yeah, that's how you fix a hole in the wall with some drywall. Alright, you don't have to go to Home Depot and buy that little patch kit. Alright, have a good one. Bye. How about after I did all that, I found my drywall saw. I did bring it here after all. It was over here in the thing. But anyway, this is what a drywall saw looks like, and that's what you would use to like cut so you don't like mess it up like I did. But anyway, it's coming out fine anyway. Alright, just throw that in there. Bye.